Once upon a time, there was a young princess. Her name was Snow White. She had white skin, red cheeks, and black hair. Snow White's mother died long ago, so Snow White lived alone with her father, the king. Then one day the king fell in love. Soon the kingdom had a new queen, and Snow White had a new mother. The queen had a magic mirror, and every day she asked,
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?"
The mirror replied,
"My lady, you are the fairest woman in the kingdom."
Years passed, and Snow White grew up. But the queen didn't like Snow White. She never spent time with the girl. Instead, she talked to her mirror.
"Mirror, I'm the most beautiful woman, right?"
The mirror said,
"Snow White is more beautiful than you."
The queen became angry. That night, the queen ordered a hunter to take Snow White into the forest and kill her.
Please, sir, let me go. I haven't done anything wrong.
Tears slipped down her cheeks.
Go, but don't ever return home. The queen wants you dead.
The hunter felt sorry for Snow White and let her run away. Snow White ran deep into the dark forest, where scary sounds surrounded her. Finally, she found a tiny house in the forest. Snow White hurried to the house. She was shivering with cold. Snow White bent low to knock on a tiny door.
Hello? Is anyone home?
She called. Snow White pushed the door open. There were 7 small beds, 7 small plates, and 7 small chairs. The owners of the house were 7 kind dwarfs. They came home and were surprised to see Snow White. Snow White told them about the wicked queen. The dwarfs felt sorry for her and said,
"Stay here with us, but be careful. The queen must not learn that you're alive."
The dwarfs got ready for work.
"We'll be back after dark. Don't let anyone in."
The first dwarf said. Meanwhile, the queen was standing in front of her mirror. She laughed loudly.
"Now I'm the most beautiful woman in the kingdom, right, mirror?"
"No, my lady. Snow White is the most beautiful woman in the kingdom."
The mirror said. The queen discovered that Snow White was still alive. She disguised herself as an old woman and went to the dwarf's house.
"Hello, dear.
The woman approached Snow White.
Do you want to buy an apple?"
Snow White frowned.
No, thank you.
She said.
"Are you sure?
The woman held up an apple.
This one looks delicious."
I must not trust this woman.
Snow White thought. But the apple looked so delicious. Then, Snow White took a bite and fell to the ground. This time, she did not wake up.
"Mirror,
The queen snapped.
who is the most beautiful woman in the land?"
"My lady, you are."
The dwarfs built a glass coffin. They made a bed of flowers inside. They set the coffin outside among the straws. Inside her coffin, Snow White was still beautiful. One day, a prince was traveling through the forest. He saw Snow White's beauty and wanted to take her to his castle. As they moved the coffin, the poisoned apple fell from her mouth. Snow White woke up. The wicked queen was very angry and ran away. The prince asked her to marry him, and they had a beautiful wedding. Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after.
Why are you crying? Daddy hasn't come back yet. I'm so scared. Don't cry. Daddy will be back soon. Just wait a little longer. Daddy, when will you come for me? Daddy! Daddy!
Not bad.
this way.
Thank you so much. I'm Bing Poo. And you?
I'm Dino Poo. I have to go home now. If you have nowhere to go, you can come with me.
Thank you. But I have to wait for my daddy.
Be careful, okay?
I said I wouldn't sleep. But why am I so sleepy? Daddy, I'm so sleepy. Daddy. Butterfly, have you seen Bing Poo? No, I haven't. Where did you come from? I've never seen you before. Have you seen Bing Poo? Sis, it's me. Don't you recognize me? I was Bing Poo, but now I've blossomed into a little sprout. You're so beautiful. Now I can stay here for a long time and wait for Daddy.
Once upon a time, there was a girl called Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother said to her, "Take this basket of cookies to Grandma's house and don't talk to strangers." On the way to her grandma's house, she met a big bad wolf. She didn't remember what her mom said, so she talked to the wolf. The wolf then went to the grandma's house before Little Red Riding Hood. When Little Red Riding Hood came to the house, she thought to herself, Grandma looks different today. The grandmother wore a big scarf to cover her face, but Little Red Riding Hood still saw that she had big eyes, big ears, a big nose, and big teeth. The wolf couldn't wait any longer. He stood up and tried to grab Little Red Riding Hood. A hunter heard her screams, so he ran towards the house. He hit the wolf hard and made the wolf run away. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother thanked the hunter. They never saw the wolf again.